it's not like protecting me anymore. All my shit is totally fucking wet, and I'm in the freezing cold, right? Dude, I'm fucked. If I don't get up now, like I will die. A girl did invite me to her apartment.
Oh, on the while you were hitchhiking?
Yeah, yeah.
What up, y'all?
What up?
I'm here today with my buddy Logan.
What's good? That's me.
Cool ass name, by the way. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else agrees, but when I was a kid, I was always embarrassed by my name, Jimmy, because Jimmy is like such a bitch name, you know? Because like Jimmy is a slang for like a little wiener or something like that. You're little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy, what's good?
I was always jealous of people with names like Logan. Or like, cause Logan was Wolverine's name. That's fucking badass.
That's about the only thing that it's got, though. I think, to be honest.
That's pretty cool, though. I mean, that goes pretty far.
It does go pretty far.
I think it's in the tier with like Hunter. Hunter's a sick name. Lance is a sick name, and the reason I thought Lance was always a sick name, well, obviously because a lance is like, or lancing is like, like stabbing, right, like something like that, and also because that was the name of like one of the Pokemon Elite Four like trainers or something. It was like Trainer Lance. He was like a badass dude. Anyways, Hunter's a badass name. Logan is a sick name. So I want to start off by saying Logan is a cool name, and this guy lives in my town. Basically, the way that I met him was, a couple weeks ago, I posted this video where I was like, yo, if you're visiting Tokyo, if you're visiting Japan, hit me up, send me some money or whatever, like, send me a donation, and I'll meet you in Tokyo. Any subscribers, like, anything you need help with, guys. If you just want, like, help at the Kyokusho, or you want to, like, do anything, hit me up. And this one guy hit me up, and he was like, I'm currently vacationing in Tokyo. I'm with my friends from Poland. I'm the only one that speaks Japanese, though. I want to get out of my comfort zone. I want to, like, meet people. I want to practice speaking Japanese with people, whether it be foreigners or Japanese. I just want to like do something where I feel like I'm actually immersed in the culture, at least for one day. Right. Would you be down to hang out in Shinjuku? So this was Tomek, our buddy Tomek. He actually has a YouTube channel as well. And I was like that sounds super productive and super fun and constructive. Like I would love to do that with you. So I met up with him. He and I were walking around for a kabukicho at like midnight, 1 a.m. Just walking around, like talking to everybody. Not even like doing nampa really, just like talking to people, making friends, practicing Japanese. We were asking Japanese people if they had like interesting slang to tell us.
Right.
And so we met a whole bunch of funny people. And one of those people who just kind of came up to me while we were talking to people was Logan.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yo, are you young James? And I was like, yeah. And he told me that he watched the channel, and then told me he's a member of my Discord, which is super sick. And basically, I was like, dude, that's badass. Join our crew. So we had this little Gaijin 3 party, for a few hours, just like walking around, talking to people, practicing Japanese with people, meeting people on the street. We made like a bunch of funny connections. And then he became friends with Tomek. Like the other guy, this guy from Poland. And then we also... Yeah, he also told me that he's like, dude, I think I live in your old apartment, because he saw my old apartment tour video, and I was like, no way, what's the address? And he told me, and I was like, yeah, bro, that's my old apartment, legit. I was like, I broke into the bed back there. I was gooning like crazy on the bed all the time. He had a different room anyways, so you're lucky you didn't get my room. But
when I saw that shit, I was just like, what other houses have this crazy ass like neon yellow beam and this
whoa! Don't dox us right now. Don't dox us.
If you watch the video, you can see it.
Yeah.
But fucking I was just like, there's no way. But like, let me ask. And I was like, shit. Like, you know.
Super funny, so funny. And so, anyways, he lives in this apartment, and I was like, dude, I still live in the same neighborhood. So we walked home together. But we walked like to the same neighborhood together.
Yeah.
Went back to our apartments, and we had a incredible, really interesting conversation on the way back. And I was like, dude, I gotta get this on film. Like, I gotta hear, the people need to hear this, because I know, like deadass, I know somebody is going to hear this conversation and be inspired to come to Japan or do something, even if it has nothing to do with Japan. Somebody's gonna be inspired to be like, that is sick. I want to live like this guy. I want to be like this guy, because Logan has balls. This guy has legit balls. When I heard everything that he has done in his life and his story, that why he got to Japan, I was like, this dude's sick. I want to be more like this dude. I want to be more outgoing. I want to be brave like this guy. And the world needs to hear this as well, dead ass. Now I was super super tired that night, and we were walking
Well,
home.
it was
and
fucking late.
it was
at
it
that
was
point.
like 3 a.m. or something like.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that late, but it was past last train, and I was also eating some ice cream while I was walking home. So yeah, I don't remember exactly everything that you said, but I purposely didn't talk about like anything else because I wanted to save this for the video here. So welcome to the first episode of our podcast. I don't know what it's going to be called, or my podcast, featuring Logan.
Right.
And he is a new language school student here in Tokyo, right? Like that's why you're here. That's your visa, right?
That is my visa, yeah.
And
even though it's adult daycare, but
adult daycare kind of,
but
right?
you pick up a few things here and there, but for the most part, I think self-study is the way to go.
That's kind of the thing for me is I partially agree. I think that language school is a great tool, but you have to use it. Because at least in my language school, because we go to different schools, so it's hard to say like if we have the exact same experience.
Right.
But there are so many kids that went to my language school who it was like adult daycare. They weren't just there like fucking around, like not taking it seriously at all. And I was taking it like after the first semester or two, I was like, I really want to take this seriously. So I paid attention in class, and I did the self-study and all of that, and my skills just skyrocketed past so many other kids.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I relate to you a lot, because I can tell even from that first night he was like, well, he's like, I've only been here for when did you get here again?
July.
Okay, July. Super recently. And so I was assuming his Japanese is like nothing at all really, but then I heard him talking to people and I was like, whoa, this guy's Japanese is really good actually. So yeah, I was like, respect. So
yeah, well, I mean, like, for starters, I was like kind of that kid in like high school. I'm like the motherfucker you see like doing his flashcards in class and shit.
Really?
I was, yeah. So
for just like every subject?
No, for Japanese.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So like starting in like sophomore, junior year, I had that stupid fucking Chromebook. I pulled up my Anki web on that shit.
Nice.
And I was doing my reviews in class and shit. It was actually crazy. I had a classmate who was on the same shit, which was kind of, quite the encounter for sure.
Well, it's nice to have somebody else to like work with and work off of and see like they're working hard too. Because I was the same way when I was in language school. It's like I would study on like break or whatever on the lunch break, and I remember all the kids would look at me and they'd be like, why are you doing that? We're in class 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, the thing is when you're here you can see the results in real time. Like you can go out and learn something that afternoon after school and use it and like see how much is paying off there. So
sometimes I'll like hit a flashcard in class like now, and like I'm like, oh, that's a good ass word, let me hit that one on the sensei real quick.
Yeah. Drop it. Exactly. Yeah, so basically the coolest thing that I found about Logan, I just sensed it with his aura. Like he said, he's clearly serious about learning the language, and we were walking around in Shinjuku and he knew like Japanese people who were hanging out in Kabukicho, and I was like, how do you know them? And he's just talking to people, he's just putting himself out there, he's becoming immersed in the culture. Last night he sent me a message and was like, or I guess it was last night or the other night, you said that you were at a sento, which is dope also because so many foreigners are afraid to go to something like that. It's like awkward, we're getting naked, it's very Japanese.
I mean, it's like, I guess coming from a Western perspective, it's like, ooh, I don't want to show my like fucking dick everywhere. It's like, but like, it's not a fucking sexual thing. I don't like. It's like and it's like very fucking therapeutic.
Yeah.
Like very therapeutic. Every time I hit that, I'm like, I'm sleeping so good tonight.
Oh my god, totally.
Like and like especially with if I'll like go figure skating or something like that, it's like muscles are like totally chilling the next day. Like I'm feeling good. I'm ready.
Wait, you do figure skating?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's another thing badass. Like we could do a podcast for hours, but for the sake of staying on track, let's keep it to the Japanese stuff right now. No, I totally agree with like the point you made about like saying that it's weird. It's not sexual. It's not weird going to the sento. And something that it's like if you look at like my comment section or something when I'm talking about going to the sento or whatever, there's so many people like, that's gay, that's weird. And it's like, dude, I know like 90% of you guys are jerking off to brazzers every day, like seeing legit hard dicks every day. And but then you want to call me gay or something for just going to the Sento, just relaxing, butt naked. So
Yeah, clearly you ain't about that life.
nah, you ain't
Is
about
what's
that
going on.
life. So like, that's all good. Like whatever though. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Forget it.
I mean, me personally, I'm about that life. All
Yeah,
right,
we're
but
both about that life.
you
See,
might not get it yet.
here's the thing. This is like now we're getting to the real substance of the video. The older I get, the more that I realize a certain amount of people are just destined to be stuck in the matrix. And a certain amount of people are destined to get out of the matrix or don't already live in the matrix. They're just like, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
This shit sounds scary. Okay, fuck it, I can do it anyways. I can pack up my shit and just move to Japan. I'm gonna go out here and like become Japanese, integrate into the culture, make a bunch of Japanese friends, go to the Sento, do these super foreign things for me. I'm just gonna do it. And then there's gonna be all these people on the outside just saying like, well, how can you do that? Oh, that's gross. Why would you do that? And we're just like, eh?
Yeah. I mean, something that I felt, especially when I came here, was just like being down as fuck for whatever kind of. And I mean, integrating into the culture is the way you're supposed to do it. If you're not doing it right, like, you're not doing it right.
It's
I
like,
feel
what
like.
did you come
I mean,
out
yeah,
here
it's
for?
like, it's, I don't get it, but I mean, to each their own, I guess. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing is like I always go in hard on these people who come out here and like don't interact with Japanese people and don't learn the language. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, genuinely, if you like really are happy doing that, then who am I to be a hater?
Yeah.
But I just feel like a lot of those people aren't happy, or they wouldn't have like they would be having a better time if they would actually get out of their comfort zone.
Yeah. No. I mean, I feel like that's what kind of life is all about. Is just trying new shit all the time.
I totally agree. And speaking of trying new shit, tell us, because the first time that you, is this the first time that you came to Japan when you hitchhiked?
Yes.
Okay, so
The first and the second time. Yeah.
this dude hitchhiked across Japan, which is already scary as hell in any country. I mean, I guess there's two ways to look at it. You might be thinking it's not as scary because it's Japan and it's really safe, and there's a little bug in here, and got that bitch, got your bitch ass motherfucker. And you might be thinking, well, it's easier because it's safe in Japan. You're probably not going to get killed. So there is that, but
Yeah.
also that's so not Japanese to be interacting with strangers, like entering their cars, just mingling with them. Like that might be seen as normal in other countries and certain parts of Europe, or maybe even in the U.S. But in Japan, like talking to a complete stranger, asking a complete stranger for a ride, super frowned upon, and people are very, very reserved, very shy, and I mean,
Well, you know,
I
you
just
say
yeah.
that, but I've seen Japanese people doing it too. You know.
Okay,
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, I mean, it's not common, certainly not common, but it's done. You know, I've seen Japanese dudes do it. I've seen everybody do
Are
it.
you talking like on YouTube, or are you seen like in person? You
No,
seen
like
people
I'll
doing it
I'll,
when you
I'll
did it?
like I'll go to the rest stop and I'll be like, oh yo, what's up? You know, like
You say what's up to Japanese people, or like,
yeah, like they'll have the sign, I'll have the sign. We're like, all right, let me like pick a different spot, like you
and
know.
so what does it say on your sign?
It would be like wherever I'm going. I mean, I wouldn't put like my destination on. I'd be like Shizuoka Homen, something like that.
Okay,
And then like Nihongo dekimasu.
okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's important. Nihongo
Yeah,
dekimasu.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then that would pretty much be it. And then I'd change it when I got to my next stop or if I was getting close or whatever.
Wow. All right. So let's back up. The first time that you came, what year was this?
This would have been, let me see.
And how old were you?
23, I believe, and I was 19 years old.
Okay, so 2023.
Yes.
You were 19 years old.
Yeah.
And you just decided I'm gonna go to Japan and hitchhike across the country. And why did you decide that again?
Um, I was actually hanging out with my friends, and we were watching this video of this other dude who did it.
Is this a foreign guy or a Japanese?
This was
guy?
a foreign guy, yeah.
Okay.
And we were watching this video, and we're like, oh man, that shit's so cool. And I was like, shit, you know, I'm going to Japan in like 2-3 weeks. Say psych right now. Tell me to do it. I'll go fucking do it right now. And they were like, dude, that would be awesome. I'm like, say less. And so I bought like a sleeping bag and shit, and I just like, I did the first week initially with my grandparents actually.
Okay.
And then I was like, tell you what, I'm gonna get a hotel. I'm gonna stay a little longer.
Okay.
And then I didn't get a hotel, and I actually hitchhiked.
Damn. Okay, wait. So when your grandparents came with you, they were hitchhiking with you?
No, 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 no. We all stayed here in Tokyo for a week. Yeah.
Okay, just to stay. Okay.
Yeah, and I actually caught like a crazy, crazy sickness that whole time.
Wow.
And then as soon as I got better, it was time to go. And I was like, like let me stay a little longer. Let me see what's up.
Yeah.
Let me do my own
And they
thing
were
out
just
here a
cool
little
with
bit.
that.
Yeah, I was like, I'll pay for the hotel or whatever. And then proceeded to do the opposite of staying in a nice hotel in the city.
And at this time, how much Japanese did you speak?
Um, like enough to get around
Okay,
probably,
enough to get around.
but it was certainly not great.
Uh-huh.
But I could do a little bit of conversation here and there. Yeah.
Okay, and then when so your grandparents were just like, that's fine, kind of, and they just left,
Yeah.
and at that point, what was your plan for like how did you know how long you were going to stay? Did you like have a
I
flight
had
booked
zero
home?
plan. I had no flight booked home, and I just said like, I'll go until I can't go anymore.
Wow, that's ballsy. Okay, and so this whole time when you were here with your grandparents, did you have in the back of your mind, were you knowing like, as soon
Yeah.
as these motherfuckers get out of
Yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm gonna start
Yeah,
hitchhiking?
I actually brought like an extra backpack with me that I didn't open like at all during the whole thing. I just kept it in the corner of the hotel the whole time. And then that was all like my camping shit, and that was all that it was.
So were you worried if they found out they would get pissed off or
Not
something?
necessarily. I feel like I would have been able to kind of weasel my way out of it, but I knew that they would have been worried for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So I wanted to like do it and then see like, hey, I'm okay,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
see,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
and at
yeah,
this point, yeah, like I'm 19, like I'm still living there and stuff, so it's like I'm still, I'm like, I mean, even now, like I'm still a fucking kid, right?
yeah,
You know, and but it was good to kind of be like, hey, look, see, I can do cool shit, and you don't have to worry, like,
yeah. I had a lot of that same thing, even though I was so much older. I was 26 when I came to Japan, where a lot of my family was like, "You don't know what you're getting into. You shouldn't be doing this. You don't know anyone out there." And I was like, I just knew, like, I had never done anything like that at all before,
mm,
but like, I just had this intrinsic knowing in myself that like I'm gonna be all right. Like I can do. Like I was meant to do stuff like this. Just go out
mm,
and conquer. And then like, of course, now it's years later, and I'm totally fine. Like my
yeah,
life
yeah,
has
yeah,
improved actually.
yeah.
So.
I think, I
Um,
mean, any big change comes with ups and downs, but I
yeah.
mean, like, I think it's a net positive coming here if you know that you want it, you know.
You got to know that you want that you want it, and that's the thing. I mean, I guess you knew that you wanted it
Yeah,
when
I
you're
I had a good
deciding to
idea.
hitchhike. So, like at that point, what was your plan? How did you start off? What was the first stop?
um, I went to uh, what's it called? Yokohama.
Okay,
Actually, I caught the train from here to Yokohama
okay,
to a town called Tokaichiba,
okay.
and it's this like little part in Yokohama, a little inland, but on there, like a 30-minute walk is a parking area. So off the Kosokudoro, there's like the little like rest stops and whatnot, right?
Hmm.
And so I go there. They got the fucking 7-Eleven and shit. They got like restaurants on the thing. They got vending machines and
Okay.
shit. Like it's a full, not like a truck stop
Hmm.
that like you might see in like America for sure.
Hmm.
And you just post up there. I wrote my little shit with my like Lawson's notepad that I bought,
Okay.
and then I was just like, all right, let's go. Like let's get it.
And so at that time, did you have confidence that people would pick you up, or were you just like, I don't know what's gonna happen?
Um, I think in the back of my mind I was like, somebody's gonna come get me at some point.
Okay.
If it's an hour, if it's 2 hours, whatever, you know.
Okay.
Um, but it was surprisingly easy in, I mean, at least in like the main island here.
Okay.
Yeah,
And how long did it take until someone, like the first person, grabbed you, and what were you thinking when that happened?
like 30 minutes, an hour. And
Really?
the first guy was like this Oji-san, and he like, I mean, that's what's great about it is like they don't have to pick you up, right?
Yeah.
But the people that do, it's usually like, oh, I want to try and speak some English. Like, what's up? What's
Yeah,
your story?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that's the kind of people you can make a connection with too. So
Huh. I guess that's something I didn't think about is because it's very passive.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
holding a sign and being off to the side and be like, if you want to, we can interact. Because a lot of foreigners come with the overt, like assertive way of meeting people here, and they like try to talk to people. Hey, hey, like,
yeah,
will be
yeah,
my
yeah.
friend, and then Japanese people run away. But I guess if you want to be like, if you want to have a good experience, if you want to not piss people off here, it's good to be passive and just like stand back
Yeah,
if you want to, and then like you said, the people who are interested will come to you.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not, it's not like an aggressive thing. It's just like, hey, I'm over here in this corner. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my way on here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy picks you up, and do you remember like your route, like where you went first and then where you ended, like every stop, or?
Um, I believe I ended up like somewhere in the middle of like here and Odagawa, and then I ended
Oh,
up at Odagawa after that. Ended up going into this lake area, this like lake resort at some point,
okay.
and then back out onto another restway.
Are you
And
talking like he drove you around there, or like you
no,
got out
like
and walked
this
around?
guy took me to this stop, and then
Okay,
another guy picked me up and took me to this
I
stop, and
see.
he actually brought me to his house and brought me to this lake and gave me like gifts and shit.
This is the second guy,
Yeah.
and he brought you to his house.
I mean, like I
Wow.
didn't go in, but he like brought me out there. He's like, "I want to give you something." I'm like, "Sure, I'll
I
wait."
see.
Like
Did okay, so like why did he want to give you gifts?
I don't
Just
know,
like thought you're
just
cool.
hospitality, I
And you
guess.
guys were like speaking in English or Japanese
A
and
little bit of both.
a
Yeah.
little bit of both, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just like respected you.
Yeah, this next guy, he had actually been in America for a bit, and he was like this kind of like biker dude, out in America for a little while. So I was like, "Oh, you want to know anything about America?" He was like, "Actually, like," and told me about all this shit he was doing.
Wow.
So I was like, "Okay, well, I guess you know your shit."
So he was probably stoked to find someone who he could like had something in common with, who he could talk with a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So then, all right, like I guess we don't have to go through every single day of like what happened every single day, but
Good,
first
because I
tell
can't
us.
remember just about everything.
Okay. Tell us like where you started, where you ended, and how many days it took, and then after that we'll get into like the craziness.
Right, right, right. Well, on this first round, I went from Tokyo to Osaka.
Okay.
And I had planned to go to Himeji
Okay.
because I wanted to see like that old ass castle they got there.
Yeah, that's like the castle outside of Osaka area,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. And
Okay.
it's like the oldest still standing original castle in Japan. I was like, fuck, I want to go see that, right?
Okay.
Did not make it that far.
Mm.
My sickness came back around, and I was like, fuck, I'm tired of shit, you know. So I ended up going through, hit Kyoto, back to Osaka, hit up like another way, and then caught the shit right back. And then actually on the way back, a truck driver picked me up and just straight shot to Tokyo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, how were you sleeping all of these times
Outside.
outside?
Yes, with my sleeping bag and a tarp.
Like full homeless style?
Full homeless style.
And like in parks, or is there?
Anywhere where I was confident that I wouldn't get in trouble.
Okay, so like what is that like
Um,
what's an example?
well, in Osaka, for example, like how on the rivers here it's kind of like public property
Yeah.
at some places, right?
Mm.
So there was like kind of like a park area there, and I posted up like under railroad tracks on this like public area, and just like huddled my shit and tried to make it like as discreet as possible,
Just like a homeless person, like
like a
legit.
homeless person, legit.
Wow, holy shit. And so are you getting good sleep any of these nights? Or
uh,
because if it was me, I feel like I would be waking up every hour, just like afraid someone's gonna, I don't know, touch me
I
or
was
I was
totally
gonna get kicked
waking
out.
up like pretty often. I wasn't afraid that like people were gonna fuck with me really, because I don't feel like the homeless people really get fucked with here.
Yeah.
Um, but like if it was like raining or some shit, then I was like, fuck, like let's just get the tarp over us as best we can and
Wow.
tough it out.
Wow. And so was this the first time that you had ever like slept like in the States? Had you done like camping and stuff like that?
I'd done like camping with like a tent.
Yeah, but it's like yeah, with a tent.
Yeah.
This is the first time you've fully just like slept out in a sleeping bag like in public, like in a city area.
Right, yeah, yeah.
That is nuts.
I went all in pretty much.
And so how many days did that take you until you were like you said your sickness was catching up with you?
I think I was there for maybe a week and a half.
Wow, so like a week and a half of hitchhiking, getting like schlepped around by people that you don't know, mostly in trucks, right?
In a few trucks, yeah, for like half of that one. Yeah.
Okay. And then sleeping like on straight up on the ground. Was it raining these days?
It would rain, it would be cold. It was
Yeah, what time of the year was this?
this was at the end of winter, beginning of
Oh,
it would have been like
shitty.
April actually, about this time
Okay, still
around.
shitty though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the
It
rain
doesn't
is
really get
coming.
warm in Japan until like June, like mid June, something.
Yeah,
Or at
yeah,
least in
yeah.
Tokyo area.
I mean, I was all set with like warm clothes,
Mm.
but I mean, really, after feeling the heat here, I don't know if I could do it in the summertime or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Damn. Okay. And so then you're like, okay, you called it quits. You tapped out once you saw this sickness coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah. After the sickness was hitting me, I was just like, fuck it, I'm tired.
Because like you could actually like end up in a hospital. You could die. You don't know what's happening if you don't take care of a sickness
I
like that.
suppose so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a little cold, but it was like always there. It was always fucking with me. I was always like, I was trying to take videos of like cool shit I was seeing. You could hear me sniffling in the background and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it was getting tough, for sure.
Okay. So
And when you're sleeping like that, you're not getting better.
exactly. That's the thing is like
Yeah.
you're not getting better, and then at what point does it just gradually get worse, and
Exactly,
how hard is
yeah.
it to get back from there? Wow. Okay. So this was the first time you said,
Yes.
and then there was a second time. When was that?
This would have been the next year, in March.
Okay. So March 2024.
Yes. Yeah.
March 2024. You're still like 20 years old or something.
Yeah, I would have been 20. Yeah.
20. And what was your route this time? How long did it take you?
This time it was, I was debating before I went. I said, I'm gonna do it again. Yo, let me consult like my friends real quick. Should I go to the southernmost point of Japan or the northernmost point? And I was like, it's winter time. It's gonna be cold as fuck. There will be snow. It will be dangerous. If I go north,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not too.
So when you say
enthusiastic.
northernmost, do you mean like Hokkaido or do you mean
Hokkaido.
because then if you're trying to get back to Tokyo, there's only two way or a couple ways, right? Like
Mm.
I guess you could fly. You could there's like a Shinkansen that goes under the water, right?
Or a ferry.
Or a ferry.
Yeah.
Okay. So were you planning to go from Hokkaido back to mainland Tokyo, or are you just gonna do all of Hokkaido?
Actually, I was actually gonna do like a full Tohoku Hokkaido like run.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was like, nobody goes to Tohoku.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see it. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up doing. And then at the end, I actually just flew back to Tokyo
Okay.
and then flew my ass back home.
So Hokkaido basically was the. Okay. Shit. All right. So yeah. So sorry. So sorry. I keep cutting you off, but tell us that. How long did that take?
Right.
What was that like?
Well, I mean, I did basically the same thing. I got a little bit outside of Tokyo, and I just started making my way on up. And basically, I ended up pretty much just like first stop was Fukushima City, like
Okay.
inland Fukushima City.
Okay.
And at that point, like, I didn't realize just how much snow was coming down, and I like totally fucked myself over.
Mm.
So as soon as I get in there, it's late. Like, all right, where am I sleeping? Right.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up going to like this park. And
So
like,
you're outside. You're just
I am
like,
outside,
You're
yeah.
just outside, and you're like,
yeah, in the snow. Yeah.
and it's snowing.
Yes.
This is March, you said?
This is March. Yeah.
Because I went to Hokkaido. I only went up north one time, and it was March as well.
Mm.
And I was like, maybe it won't be that bad. Oh, it was shitty.
It was coming down. Yeah.
Okay.
And especially like, I wasn't sure like where Fukushima City like was exactly, but as soon as I got in there, I was like, holy shit! I'm like up in the mountains. Like this shit is coming down. Like
Damn.
it wasn't snowing anywhere, until I got up there.
Damn.
And so like I ended up just like running around and finding this park that was like totally empty, and that was like the best spot that I could really find. So I ended up on this super scuffed ass like park on this hill, like incline. I'm like got my feet like down the hill, my head is up, I'm like resting against this tree and shit.
Oh,
And I make like a little A-frame with like a tarp and some parachute cord,
okay.
and it was not fucking enough. So this was like the most dangerous thing that happened my entire time.
And this was the first leg of the second trip, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as I like go to bed and it starts getting to the early morning, shit just starts coming down. My whole thing is like an A-frame is like, like an A-frame, right? This shit turns into like a like a
Yeah,
fucking
like a
float.
sagging like
Yeah.
teepee or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's not like protecting me anymore. All my shit is totally fucking wet. And I'm in the freezing cold, right?
Oh, and this is also like the first part of the trip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know like how cold it was about?
No clue. No clue.
Okay. But either way, snow is coming down.
Yeah.
It's cold as shit. You don't want to be
The
outside.
water is frozen and shit, like
Yeah.
it's cold, and
Yeah.
my whole like everything is wet. And I've got like leaves in my shit. It smells like shit cuz I've got like all this wet like branches and shit in my fucking like sleeping bag at this point.
Did anyone see you? Like,
No.
I'm wondering, like, if someone sees a person like that, they'd be like, call someone or try to help you.
Nobody was there, yeah. It was just me out in this kind of woodsy area of this park.
Oh shit.
And so like I get like 2 hours of sleep. I'm like, dude, I'm fucked. If I don't get up now, like I will die. You
Yeah.
know? So I get up and I'm just like I just start like running my ass back to the station, try and build up body heat, right?
Uh huh.
And then
You still have your wet clothes on.
yeah, everything is wet. And I've only got this one like jacket, one like pants and shit, yeah.
Fuck.
I've got like changes of like underwear and whatnot, but for my jacket, for my pants, like that's it, right?
Okay.
And so I'm just like trying to build up body heat, and I get my ass back to the station, and I grab like hot drinks out of the vending machine and just start like stuffing them in each of my pockets. And you can see like these big like circles around each of my pockets that's like dry because the hot
Wow.
drink is in there.
Wow.
And like I didn't realize either that in Fukushima City, the main station on the JR line is all outside. And so I'm still outside. I'm like, oh shit, I thought I'd be safe out here. On top of that, the train is delayed because the snow was coming down so hard by like 2-3 hours. So I'm like just fucking out there like fighting the fucking cold. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, at what point are you like, this isn't worth it? Like, try to call a taxi, try to get a hotel.
I didn't.
None
do
of them
nothing.
went through your mind.
I didn't do nothing. Yeah. I just waited out there. I still had energy. This was the first leg, right? And I just waited it out, and the train came. And I was like, to get that heater on, and I just like chilled out there.
Wow. So like, at no point throughout that night were you like, this just isn't worth. Just for this first night, I'll get a hotel or
Hotel
something.
is pussy shit. I'm not doing it.
Damn. I don't think I would be able to do that.
It wasn't safe for sure. But
Wow.
at that point, it like registered in my mind like, okay, this is how it's gonna be. I need to be more careful, and I know what to do next time. So that was what I took from it, really.
Okay.
Because I had never, camping I had done in California where it doesn't fucking snow,
Yeah.
Never had I done anything outdoorsy, really, in that sense, like, in the snow, in the, like, freezing fucking cold.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, like, my first, like, big kind of, like, wake-up call, like, all right, get into real survivor mode now, this is how we're doing it.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Because at that point, like, you're not fucking around.
Yeah.
So then, you like get on the train from there, from Fukushima.
Yes, yeah.
And your clothes are soaking wet, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Did you go to a laundromat or something, or like they just dry off naturally, or what?
My
'Cause
sleeping bag
that can make
did
you
not
sick.
dry, but my clothes ended up drying fine.
Really? Just, okay.
So I ended up stopping at a laundromat, and drying my shit off at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds nuts. I'm just imagining someone like legit, because
This
in a
big-ass
sense it like
backpack and shit.
I've had like I've imagined things like that before. Like you see these people like videos of people camping in Alaska or something, and for like one
Dig into
second,
like snow trenches and shit.
yeah, you kind of think like, man, it looks kind of cozy, like being in the snow and like setting up a little fort or something.
I'll tell you what, it is until your shit is wet.
That's what I was gonna say. It seems like you think it is until like as soon as that
As soon
comes,
as one thing
then
goes
it's like,
wrong, it's over.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So you didn't get sick from that day?
No, I didn't. I was totally fine this whole trip. Yeah.
Holy shit. So the whole second trip you were okay.
Whole second trip, I was all chilling.
All right. So the first night is
Hell.
a nightmare. Hell. Right.
The worst thing that could have possibly happened.
Who would have thought though? Who would have thought that the fucking Jihanki? We love the Jihanki so much for all the drinks you can just get out of it. Saved your life.
Literal lifesaver.
That's sick.
Yep.
All right, so you get on the train, and then like what happens after that for the second trip?
At this point, what's like I'm thinking where should I go? What's the best possible thing to do after this? Oh, Fukushima reactor where all the fucking radiation is at.
Nice, nice. You're
how do we follow that up?
Living Final Destination like on purpose for some reason.
Let's follow that up the best way we can with our healthy year's dose of radiation real quick.
Okay.
So I catch the train. I actually realize like, oh shit, I can't go to the coast from here because it's a straight shot to the coast.
Okay.
But I actually have to go down to a city called Koriyama, and then catch it up to, around onto the coastal line.
Okay.
So I end up there in Futabamachi, which is like the closest one to the Fukushima Daiichi reactor.
Okay.
And just end up fucking walking around looking at all the fucking washed out buildings and shit.
Damn.
Hanging out,
Okay.
And just walking
sleeping
around.
outside.
I did not sleep outside there.
Okay.
That was just the day trip.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. It did start raining also when I was there at the very end. So I'm down there. I got people driving by me, stopping like, "Daijoubu? Daijoubu?" And they're like, "Are you lost?" I'm like, "No, I'm just here to check it out."
Damn.
And end up just walking around checking all that shit out for the day, and I end up catching the train up to Sendai after that.
Okay. Wow. And so this is the Fukushima reactor area.
Yeah.
Damn.
On all the street corners too, they got like the Geiger counter going. They're like, "Here's your readout." I end up going as close as you're allowed to get legally to the like radiation zone and everything. I'm like just checking it out.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Had a little headache after that one on the train, not gonna lie.
Lost a few brain cells maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Damn. Okay. So then so like what happens after that?
Yeah, so I just head up to Sendai, and at this point I'm just doing gaijin shit. I'm just sightseeing.
Yeah.
Go see the castle up there.
Okay.
Go see a couple of shrines up there. They got some like mausoleums for the Date clan, some like old Sengoku Jidai stuff. And so I'm just like checking it out, chilling, and I end up sleeping there, in a little woodsy area as well.
In a woodsy area.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cold up there? Like how was that? How was sleeping outside at that time in the woodsy area?
That was, totally fine. There was actually no snow up there.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty chill. I think it was just the elevation that got me in Fukushima City. Sendai was right there on the coast. It was chill. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I've never been to Chicago, but it reminds me kind of Chicago.
Oh.
Because I thought of like the train lines. They got the one going down, the one kind of going across. It kind of reminded me of that. Maybe if you take a look at it, you would see some resemblance.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it before, but I have to check it out. Wow. Okay. Damn. And then, so did you get... Let's see, you said you didn't get sick at all on the second trip?
No, I was totally
chilling. You were totally fine.
Radiation, hypothermia, and all.
What was, outside of almost dying on the first night, what was like the most difficult or confusing or maybe scary part of like all of that, even first or second trip?
Aomori dialect.
Aomori
dialect for sure. I couldn't understand a goddamn thing those people were saying.
Really? I didn't know it was that different.
I had no idea what they were saying at all.
Oh shit.
And at that point I was tired too. I was just like, hi. Hi. Like, I'm just like bullshitting my way through the car ride and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, alright, thank you. I didn't get a single word of what you were trying to tell me, but I appreciate it, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, that was pretty tough for sure. And at that point as well, um, managing the ferry because I had never rode a ferry before.
Oh,
So I had
really?
no idea. I was
Me
running up
neither.
this way on the dock. I was running up that way. I had the workers coming and telling me like, "Oh no, you gotta hurry us up that way. You gotta go up this building. You gotta get on the deck there." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit. Okay, let me let me run my ass over there."
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. And like all of this stuff you're doing with like relatively beginner Japanese.
Well, I've got like another year of practice at this point,
Okay.
but it's still nowhere near where I'm at right now. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. But you just did it anyways.
Yeah.
That's I think the coolest part of it all is because like every single day that I'm here, I get the messages on Instagram from people or emails of like, "Hey, I've been living in Japan or for 6 months or a year, and do you know an English speaking doctor? Do you know an English speaking
Mm.
barber? Whatever it is, something like this." And
These people know about GPT Sensei.
yeah, yeah, right. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like, I mean, obviously, don't be a dick. Don't go up to people and just start speaking English aggressively or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
But like, be polite. Use a translating app. Use your basic Japanese. Just be polite. Do your best to follow the rules. And like, you have to at least go through some type of uncomfortable experience at some point to like learn shit here
Yeah.
to become
And I
comfortable.
mean, that was one of the biggest reasons why I did it, was because I wanted to talk real Japanese with people that don't speak any fucking English. They've never seen a foreigner before. People don't go to Tohoku, you know. I wanted to make connections with real Japanese people in like a normal fucking Japanese way.
Yeah,
Just like, what do you usually do? What do you usually talk about? And understand kind of how people live, especially like in the Inaka and stuff.
yeah. And I think that, well, and so now you've been living here for a couple of months, like living here. Uh, actually, let's just talk about that before anything else. So
Sure,
then,
sure.
you hitchhiked through Japan 2 times.
Yes.
First time, got really sick and almost died. Second time, almost died in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I've never had the balls to hitchhike anywhere in the world, let alone Japan. Super cool. And then, at what point were you like, dude, I got to come live here? Or did you always
Oh,
know
I
that?
knew it all the whole time. I
Okay.
was doing it. I was like, I'm gonna get ready now. I'm gonna like get my bearings now,
Okay.
and then when I'm able to come here, then I'll kind of have a little more footing. I think.
Okay. And now that you've been here, like what are your impressions? Do you feel like you're so much more prepared because you did this stuff? Um, how do you see yourself like fitting in here so far? Is there any culture shock at all? I mean, you already knew the place pretty well.
I mean, there's certainly some things that you just don't really get until you spend like an extended period of time like hanging out with Japanese people and stuff, and like really kind of getting what they really do more than just like a hey, let me in your car, let's talk, instead of like let's actually be friends and hang out.
Yeah.
um
What would that be like an example? Have you like noticed anything or like had an experience?
I mean, really the biggest thing with Japanese people is they're just super super reserved all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
I think a little of that was canceled out because like they're already doing something they're kind of not supposed to, picking up the foreigner or whatever, right?
Mm,
When I went hitchhiking and whatnot.
yeah. So you're meeting a very strange like outlier subset of people kind
A
of a little
very
bit in the first place.
unique. I mean, everybody was very different.
Yeah.
I met old people. I met young people. I met like rich couples. I met
Really?
like single like girls just like going on a
Really?
trip.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a very wide range of people that actually came and got me.
Have you kept in touch with any of these people? Did you exchange contacts or anything?
No,
You
yeah.
just like
I
just
think I follow
hey,
like
goodbye.
one person on Instagram,
Oh,
but that's like a Hakodate person.
oh
So
Hakodate. I love Hakodate.
it's dope. It's
Yeah,
dope for sure.
really cool, beautiful
Yeah, yeah,
area.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry. So then, yeah, like you said, Japanese people are super reserved,
Yeah.
and
And you can say that, and I mean like people I think will register like, oh yeah, like people are reserved, but I think you don't really grasp it until you experience it firsthand.
I think that's something that it takes someone actually trying to like speaking Japanese, being kind of immersed in the culture to understand this stuff because like I said with like the Matrix thing, this feels like there are people living in the Matrix and outside of the Matrix.
Well, it's just people who aren't ballsy enough to get out of their comfort zone at all.
Yeah.
I think is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
you know?
Because I know so many people who've like traveled here, and then so many people who even live here, but like they don't speak any Japanese. They like maybe they work in an English school, some or English teaching school, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then they're always like, "Oh, like, Japanese people are the friendliest. Like they're like super open. Like every time I go out to hang out at the hub, like I talk to
At the
people and they're
hub, yeah.
super like friendly."
Yeah, oh,
And
I
it's
wonder
like,
why
of
that
course
is.
people are really friendly there because like they speak English. They have a bunch of foreign friends. Like if you were traveling like as a tourist, you're probably just going to really touristy destinations where people
Yeah.
speak English or
Or you're just in Tokyo,
yeah, or
where everybody's kind of a dick anyway.
yeah, right. And then it's like we're like people like you and I don't mean to say this like oh like we're ascended or something like that. No, but kind of like we're like really trying to immerse in the culture, trying to make Japanese friends,
We're
trying to
just
speak
trying
Japanese.
trying our best, you know.
Yeah, and then like you really get a sense of like what people are really like here.
Yeah.
Um, and something that I want to say is I often say these things on my channel, and then like people who don't understand it will like be like, "Oh, dude, you hate Japan," and it's like, dude, I don't hate it at all. I'm just like noticing the differences.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And anyone else like this who also kind of understands how it goes, it's like you just notice that you're like, wow, like things are just very, very different here.
That's a very like, yo, you catch the new episode of Demon Hunter, like take for sure. Like that's the type of motherfucker that's like saying
Wait, I
that
don't
shit.
get it.
Just
I don't know
like
anything about it.
people that are just like too on the anime and shit. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Too. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Like just way too into it, and I don't know. It's just it's so nice to talk to someone who just kind of gets it, kind of as well. Um, like I said, like you're out here and just doing your best. Like, what are your plans for being here?
Well, like my long term plan.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. Well, let's give this short term first. So you moved here a couple months ago as a language student, right?
Right, right.
And since you got here, what have you been up to?
Just trying to meet people. Trying to get settled in. I actually want to move already.
Okay.
See if I can get something a little bigger, a little nicer
Okay.
that doesn't have that fucked up water spout
Yes.
that apartment has.
Okay, wait. So you live in my old apartment.
Yeah,
Not the same room, but the same building.
same building.
It's kind of nice because it's set up for foreigners. Like they have like beds and stuff like
But
that.
you get
there.
that gaijin tax.
You get the gaijin tax. It's crazy because you're paying a lot more than I am here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm paying goman.
Yeah, I'm paying nanaman gosen.
Yeah, like almost hachiman. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you have a smaller place and
Yeah.
shittier place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think there might be a room here. Like I could be wrong. I think there might be a room like upstairs. You want me to tell you where I found it? But either way, we could talk about that off camera. But yeah,
well, I'd be open to that for sure.
yeah, I'd be down to help you move. You're like right down the street,
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah, yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Okay, so you're trying to meet people, thinking about moving.
Yeah.
Um,
Trying to
Cool.
get some work going.
yeah.
Still don't have work going.
No part-time job yet?
Yeah, not yet. I think
Okay.
it's the piercings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
guess that's
piercings,
true.
the colored hair. I always gotta look for like the kamigata jiu like thing, like
Really?
posted. Yeah.
Hey, like, where have you applied? Like English-speaking places or Japanese?
I've applied English teaching. I've applied konbini. I've applied restaurants. I've applied clothing stores. It's just a gamble, really.
Really?
Yeah.
And have any of these places hit you back?
For like the first interview.
Dang, really? And
Yeah.
that's it?
Yep.
Wow. Well, I mean, I might be able to find something for you, help you out a little bit, but dang.
I'm still
Yeah, that's
new,
crazy.
alright. Before I start getting the, oh, you're not trying hard enough. Listen, I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
No, that totally makes sense though because I've heard like other friends as well who have tattoos or whatever, and they have like a really really tough time here. Of course, like in the States, and I'm sure someone's watching this and thinking, well, in the States, like a lot of places might not want you. Well, it's very different.
Less
Like
so.
yeah, it's sure yes, there's some similarities, but it really is a different level of just like being the norm. Like
Yeah.
we don't accept people with even colored hair or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So that's interesting. But either way, I hope you find something.
Yeah.
What's your long term goal then?
Hit language school till April. I'm gonna go to fashion college. After fashion
Is
college,
there a college in the Tokyo area? Fashion?
Bunka.
Okay, I don't know.
Bunka Fukushima Gakuen. It's a pretty famous one.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. Cool.
I've already got my bachelor's, so I'm gonna try and get my master's in that.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then after that, I want to go again to school for hairdressing, and I think that will be my main income for the long term after that.
Hell yeah. That's super cool, man. Wow, mad respect. That's the first time I've heard anyone say anything like that. And it's usually like English teaching or
Yeah, we just
something
do
like
English
working in
teaching
IT
forever.
or tech or something like that.
Yeah, well, I tried that one. My bachelor's is in computer science,
Okay.
but that world is a pain in the ass to deal with.
I don't know anything about it, but yeah.
Maybe some of y'all out there know.
Mad respect for going against the grain and kind of building your own path. Have you like found like speaking of like hairdressing and fashion, like have you found a place to get your hair cut here? How has that been?
I've actually been cutting my own hair since I've
Okay.
been here,
Oh really?
because I'm not trying to drop like Neiman.
Yeah, it's expensive, right?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Wow, cool man. Well, I don't know, is there anything else we should talk about? Is there anything you want to talk about?
Um, Not that I can think of off the
Anything
top of
like we
my head.
missed off of your trip? Any highlights?
Um, a girl did invite me to her apartment.
Oh, on the while you were hitchhiking?
Yeah, yeah, just to stay
Okay.
there.
She picked you up just like by herself, and
Yeah,
what
come
happened?
stay over here. Let me lay out the futon. I'm like, shit, dope.
So she was just driving alone,
Yeah,
and she picked you up.
actually, she saw me. I was outside of a combini, and she got me like a drink, and she was like, "What are you doing out here?" I'm like, "Oh, like I'm just trying to like catch a ride up." And she was like, "Oh, like you're gonna like freeze to death." I was like, "Ore wa muteki da." It's like I'm invincible.
Yeah, yeah.
And she had a good chuckle with that. She ended up inviting me over so that I didn't
Really?
freeze. Yeah,
No way. And how old was this person?
mid 20s probably.
Really?
Yeah,
Like young girl, and she was just cool with that.
yeah. It surprised the fuck out of me.
Okay. And you stayed on the futon, and yeah,
Just chilled,
cool.
had
And then
breakfast.
really,
Yeah,
she made breakfast or what?
yeah, yeah. Made breakfast, made me a little lunch to go out with. I'm like, thank
And
you.
that was it. Never talked to her again.
Follow her on Instagram.
Oh, that's it.
That's about it. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So when people want to get the real Japan experience, this is like the type of shit that you have to do because this is shit people dream about. Like I want to go. People, it's funny whenever I talk to people who like have never been to Japan or whatever, or just want to come to Japan. They're always like, I want to see the countryside. Like I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
just hang out in Tokyo. I want to see the countryside.
I can recommend it for sure. I do love the countryside.
Yeah, and it's like an experience like that. Like you're like staying with someone who you don't know. Like
Yeah.
you have breakfast, stay on the futon.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's crazy.
Very, authentic shit. And I
That's
mean, I'm not gonna say that I recommend hitchhiking in Japan, but I'll say if you're so inclined, I'd give it a shot.
try it out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like what do you have to lose? Why not?
nothing.
It's a safe enough country. Like you're not gonna die.
I
Why not
wouldn't
try
do
it?
it in America, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I feel
Right.
like I'd get my shit rocked,
Yeah.
you
For
know.
real.
But out here, I think it was
Dude, that's
worth it.
crazy. I was right before you got here when I was like waiting for you like it to be 6 o'clock and meet up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was just like I opened my YouTube to just like watch a video really quick, and there was this video of this like crime investigation thing, and there was this guy who was like mentally ill,
Huh.
and his goal was to find a homeless person to kill, and he was just talking about like he just like found a person sleeping on the side of the road, and just for no reason he's like I always wanted to kill someone, so
Just
he
fuck it.
just this guy on the side of the road just sleeping, a homeless person minding his own business, and like the cops apprehended him, and like or the cops apprehended the guy who was driving, and basically what was happening was he just found this guy laying there, pulled his knife out, and was like, "I'm just gonna kill this person." And the guy was sleeping, and he killed him, and the guy like didn't even wake up. Like this is
Yeah, I mean, like, there's always some fucking people out there, but I feel like that could happen just about anywhere, to be honest.
crazy, crazy, ballsy. Well, have you damn, okay. Have you tried dating at all, like in Japan? Do you have any thoughts on like what it's like compared to the States? I think a lot of people have this. This is another thing. It's like they're like two very very different mindsets about dating here. They're the guys that come out here and think it's super super easy, and they're like, oh, they love Americans, they love white dudes. It's
Think
gonna be
until
so
they get
easy.
here.
Sorry?
Think until they get here.
Yeah, until they get here.
Yeah.
And then there's the other guys who are like, it's so hard here, it's impossible. Like, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think I'm somewhere in the middle, you
Okay.
know? I'm not the washed up 50-year-old fuck I hate my wife guy yet.
Okay.
But I'm also like I think I had realistic expectations coming over here.
Okay.
Like I wasn't like, oh, I'm white, I'm gonna get all the Asian girls. Yes, like, they love me over there.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? It's it's like anywhere else. You gotta make a real connection firstly,
Mm-hmm.
but it is very different in the same way that like yeah, they're very reserved. Japanese girls for sure are very very coy. You kind of gotta carry the whole thing, to be honest.
Mm,
To be
mm,
perfectly honest,
yeah.
it's always like, um, so
Yeah, yeah.
that fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's kind of a pain in the ass, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Um, and it's not like it's a purely awful bad thing,
Of
you
course.
know.
Yeah.
But it is a struggle,
Mm-hmm.
like anywhere else.
Yeah. Totally. Couldn't agree more. It's difficult. It's slightly different, but like you said, it's kind of dating is a struggle. It's difficult anywhere in the world. You have to make a genuine connection, which is obviously going to be harder with someone who you don't speak the language with, or
Yeah, or
you don't
not
have
like
so much in common with.
even if it's not like perfect, like these girls and stuff, like they're just gonna start rattling off at you, and if you're not catching everything, it's gonna be like, oh wait, hold on, slow down,
Mm-hmm.
and we're all not native level out here,
Exactly.
obviously, and that's kind of
Yeah.
where they might expect you to be.
Yeah. Exactly. And then you have to like either that's just not going to work out at all because you can't just keep up, or you have to like really make up for it in somewhere else. Like you're so charismatic, you're so good looking,
Mm,
or you're so something else that makes up for the communication kind of barrier there, which is just it's tough. Yeah.
I like to think I'm a pretty fun, interesting guy to be around, so I think I can make up that way.
Yeah.
But if I was, a boring ass motherfucker, I feel like it would be a struggle.
Exactly. Well, if it helps your case at all, I was walking around with my buddy the other day in Shinjuku, and I just randomly ran into Logan, and
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
he
Again.
was with a beautiful girl. He was just with a beautiful girl, and I was like, cool, man, respect. And I just went. They were like on a date or something like that, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
cool, yeah, dude, mad respect.
yeah.
Um, anyways, yeah, I guess that's it. This is Logan. He's like maybe gonna start a YouTube channel.
I would like
Uh,
to. I'm actually in the midst of editing something together at the moment.
All right, that's perfect. So then here's what we'll do before I actually post this video. We'll make sure your channel's up and running so then I can
Oh,
link yours like in this video and in the
yeah,
description
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
stuff. And yeah, follow Logan's YouTube channel. Do we know what it's called yet?
Nope.
All right, well,
We
look in
can
the description.
we can link that shit in the title and the description, something like that. Hit the
Yeah.
little at symbol.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do that. We'll hit up the Instagram and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true, true.
And something that I just want to say is if you put yourself out there, just like Logan is doing and like I've been trying to do, it's going to be difficult because there are going to be a lot of people that judge you or maybe talk shit when you put yourself out there. You do something different. You come to Japan, you hitchhike. Your parents might think it's scary.
Mm.
Me coming to Japan, me making videos on YouTube. I had a lot of friends who were like, "Bro, you sound like a dumbass. You're cringe. Don't talk about this or that. Like, I can't believe you have these thoughts or whatever." I went out, I put myself out there, I did the thing that I wanted to do, and it's bringing me to more cool people like this who I relate to. And as unfortunate it is that maybe you lose some friends or you lose support of some people, it's like if you be yourself, there's no point of wanting to have these people around who don't support you anyways. And then you can meet cool people who align with your goals and your dreams. And I'm thankful that I met a cool guy like
Yeah,
this.
and in
Yeah.
the same way, I try and do the same thing. Brought me to this cool ass motherfucker,
Fuck yeah.
right?
Thank you, brother.
And you really just gotta have that confidence,
Yeah.
and have that sureness in yourself that you can do what motherfuckers tell you can't do.
That's 100% it. And even like the confidence, I heard this quote recently. I'm sure I'm gonna mess it up, but the
Not to be
confidence
like
thing.
a just be confident, bro type guy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But that's like what I was gonna say is I heard this quote recently where it was like something about like confidence isn't about like knowing that everything's gonna go right. It's knowing like things are gonna go wrong. You're not 100% like there. You don't have zero fears. You are afraid, but you do it anyways.
Right, right, right.
And I feel like that's what we're both kind of doing here in Japan,
Just
and
stepping out of your comfort zone.
just learning as we go.
Yeah, learning new things. I mean, I always love to learn new shit. I mean, that's what life's all about.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it is. All right, y'all. This is Young James here with Logan. Keep an eye out in the description and on the video for his YouTube channel. Follow him. He's a super interesting guy, and he lives like I mean, similar life to me here in Tokyo, but also he's into different stuff, so he's definitely got different content than I'm sure that I'm going to have. And yeah, dude, there's like follow him, check it out. Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Appreciate it, bro.
Fuck yeah.
All
Thanks,
right.
brother. Let's go grab something to eat, man.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Peace out, y'all.